First pick and pricing on puppies. A lot of people have been commenting and talking about the difference between first pick and uh, first pick and having first pick and buying first pick. So basically, essentially, first pick is the same thing, and it's vice versa. What do I mean by that? If I'm the breeder and I'm saying this is my first pick and I'm putting a price on him. If I'm a breeder and I'm saying this is my second pick and I'm putting a specific price on this dog. Third pick, fourth pick. Well, I've selected the picks. And this is what I think is first pick, then you'll have to pay a certain price for this one. This is what I think is second pick, then you'll have to pay a certain price for that one. That's me making the picks. Now, you have another thing where you buy first pick. I have 4 puppies. You buy the opportunity at a certain day, let's say 7 or 8 weeks. I would say about, reasonably 7 weeks. You get to make your first pick because you paid for first pick slot. So you would have the first choice over all the puppies. Once you pay for your first pick, that leaves 3 other puppies. If you decide that you want this puppy, that leaves these other puppies for second pick, third pick, fourth pick. And someone would pay for the opportunity to choose for first pick, second pick, third pick, fourth pick. So essentially, me designating a dog first pick is no different than me selling you the opportunity to have first pick. If you believe a certain dog is a certain pick, or you believe you want this, if you believe that this dog is first pick, okay, does it matter if I call this first pick, second pick, or third pick? If you believe that this dog is first pick, and I say that this is first pick, and you buy this dog for a cheaper price, then it just doesn't matter what I call it or what we call it. So first pick is the same. Me letting you get first pick is the same as me designating a dog first pick. You still have the opportunity to get your dog if you have the money. If you have the money and you're willing to buy the dog, you have the opportunity. So if you're in the market of buying a dog and you're trying to figure out, somebody saying, I want first pick, or this dog is first pick, or that dog is first pick. It's just all the same. It's just how you word it. Do I get first pick, or are you labeling the picks? And then I get the pick from whatever you label. It's just interchangeable. So, I've been hearing a lot of people talking about this and a lot of people doing this. So let's talk about the advantages and disadvantages of first pick. If I label this dog first pick, right, and maybe you decide to buy this dog, right, and now you don't buy this dog, right, but this dog is clearly first pick, but you brought first pick for this dog, and now, maybe I sell the second pick for cheaper, now I could potentially lose money. So, because of how much valuable the dog is. So let's go ahead and try to rate these dogs. This is normally, and also let's bring it down to this. Normally, first pick females are different than first pick males. It just depends on what we're talking about here. Tomato, tomato. I can tell you that first pick female or this price, or I can say first pick males or that price, or I could just say first pick, period, male or female. It's all about what you are discussing with the breeder, what you guys are talking about. Do I get first pick, or are you telling me that this is first pick? At the end of the day, it all boils down to price. And the price of the dog is what's the most important thing, because if you get in quick and you pick your dog, like right now, no one has put a deposit down or decided to get any one of these dogs. Now, this is a piebald female. Try. Now, if you ask me, more than likely, this is the most valuable of the four because she can produce more of these, right? But for me, I don't need another female, ABKC female, really, because I mean I have Bishop, so I could keep this female and use Bishop on her. But we are trying to. The point of us making this breeding was to make the biggest possible dog that we could make, so we could take it to the show and show what we're able to produce. Now, obviously, we want to produce a big dog that has all the proper features, all the proper, attributes. Straight tails, straight bites. No deformities. Obviously, the dog has to be show quality. But when we come to this, we have a dog here that clearly this try is more valuable than this. I'm not quite 100% sure if this is just a lilac. I'm thinking it's a lilac or maybe it's a chocolate, but I think this is a Pharaoh's a lilac. So in my opinion, this try is more valuable than this dog, just based on what I can tell by color. People are color crazy. Don't let nobody tell you nothing different. Everybody always says, I'll take structure over color any day. And most of the times that's a lie, because there'll be the same people with try dogs and Merle dogs talking about something, man, I'll take structure over anything. But this guy is extraordinarily large and huge. So, this is really what we need around here is this guy. Is it too early to tell who's the largest puppy? Based on my personal experience, no. This guy is always going to be the biggest, most bodacious puppy compared to even him. This guy does have a super butt head on him now. I mean, this is ridiculous, the size of that head. I mean, he has a great head, a great stop. I mean, this is a big head, guys. At 2 weeks old, you can see the dome and the melon on that dog going straight up, and you can see how short that snout is. And obviously the mom has a short back. So, what we were trying to do was produce dogs, XL bullies with shorter snouts, shorter backs, shorter limbs, wider chests. I think we've done that here based on what I can see here. I mean, they're short and compact. They're going to be like their mother, just compact. And then the head, you can see the head, like that head is a straight snub muzzle. There's no muzzle on this dog, basically. There's no muzzle on these dogs. You can see how wide. If the muzzle is wider than it is long, that should just clearly tell you that the dog's muzzle is wider this way than it is that way. So that means that the dog is going to have a short snout. If the dog's muzzle is longer this way and shorter this way, that means it's going to have a long head. That's a lot of XLs are missing that. A lot of XLs look like pit bulls in their first beginning stages. And we wanted to move away from that. We wanted a big, look at the size, wide. This dog mouth is clearly wider than it is longer. You know what I'm saying? And I mean, I'm just talking about the tip, just the tip. So these dogs are going to have some incredible features. I mean, in reality, I'm going for size, man. I love this dude and this big head. But I'm going to give each one of these dogs an opportunity to find a home. I'll probably set the price for him at $3,500. I'll set the price for this dog right here at $3,500. I'm going to set the price for all of these dogs at about $3,500 because we got to take them to the vet. I've been in the house watching these puppies for 3 weeks almost, basically. 3 weeks. I haven't been able to leave. They sleep next to my bed. Me and my wife, when they cry, we pick them up and put them next to the mom. We make sure they didn't get crushed. There were 7 puppies in this litter. But I believe what happened is these dogs were fighting for the milk that was available. And only the strongest, most bulliest puppy that had the most muscle survived, because it, we tried to feed the other dogs, but they couldn't take that, the synthetic milk or the goat's milk we were giving them. They didn't do well on that at all. They needed their mother's nutrients. And we had to watch these dogs. So, it was a learning curve having this litter. It's a side note. But this also goes into pricing. That was on a side note. It was hard to produce these dogs. It was not easy at all. It was hard. These are ABKC dogs. ABKC is the #1 registry for dogs. So you'll be able to take this dog into the ring. These dogs are not merles, so they will be able to be shown. They don't have any defects in their tails. They don't have any cleft palates. We don't have kinky tails in our bloodlines, and we don't have cleft palates in our bloodline. That's important because a lot of bloodlines have curled tails. They call it gay tail, and they got crooked tail. So if you got a gay tail or a crooked tail, you can't go in the show ring. You shouldn't breed that dog. If you have a dog with that, that means that half of your dogs may come out not being able to be shown. Also, you have a thing with cleft palate where the nose and the nose and the mouth don't meet up. It's a gap. If you have that, you'll have a lot of puppies that you gotta put to sleep, or a lot of puppies. You got a lot of puppies that you have to put to sleep, or a lot of puppies that you'll have to euthanize. Well, pet home. But nobody wants an unsightly dog with half his face. You know what I mean? We don't have that in our bloodlines, meaning you won't have to worry about that. So that's two things that we don't have in our bloodline. When you go in to buy an American Bully, the breeder's not going to tell you if cleft palates is in the bloodline. He's not going to tell you if crooked tail's in the bloodline. You're going to find out when you have your first litter and half of your litter is useless. I'm telling you now up front, we don't have that. So, that's something I can stand by and stand on. We don't have that in our bloodline. I've had bullies with that in their bloodline before. The cleft palates, I never dealt with the tails. But man, when you got that in your bloodline, you never know when half the litter is going to come up messed up. And now you got these puppies that have half their face. Some of them mostly don't survive from birth. And then some of them do survive. And now what are you going to do with them? They need to be put to sleep, or you need to be doing surgery. But it's just unsightly. Just imagine half your face not connected from your nose to your mouth, and it's just a slit right there. My wife, I was told once by a reputable guy to let the woman choose the puppy you're supposed to keep, because women have a good eye. And my wife is zeroing in on this guy because of his color and his pattern. And he does have a big head, but I'm leaning more towards the big one, man. I like the color, but I would be so upset if this guy went out into the world and he ended up 150 pounds straight monster like this. And then I got this little tri, we already have a tri dog. We already have a merle dog. So, but we don't have this tri coloring right here. We're going to give every one of these puppies, I'm going to give them a chance to find a home. Why am I going to do that? Because they all deserve a chance to find a home. If somebody is willing to pay $3,500, then they can have my biggest dog. And, as long as I'm a vet, I'm gonna make sure they're a good person. But I love this dog, but I'll still allow him to have a chance to find a home. That's just how I roll. And you just sometimes you just want to see what you can get and see what you're worth. And also, another thing when it comes to pricing, it was said by another top breeder, give the dogs one price, basically. Give them one good price, because people are going to be wondering why this dog has all this money and that dog has all that money. So we're going to start off at a good scale at $3,500. $3,500 is a good rate for an American Bully, that you can show, that's got ABKC papers and has been to the vet. That's a good number because everybody wants this and wants that. So we're gonna put that out there and see what shakes. I had to sit in the house all day with these puppies for my whole vacation, 2 weeks. So man, you know, thanks for watching the video, guys.